master that is Blue-Red Breach, I'm gonna upload to YouTube now. I get that uploading to YouTube right now, so everyone else can witness the hot mess that it is. All right. All right, what does this hand do? What does this hand do? I think I can keep this. I think I can keep this. I don't think you keep just like functional hands like this on the play. I think I'm gonna lead on this just in case I need to lightning bolt on one and to Scoos on two. Hey Inferno, thanks for the bits. All right, it's all about sending a message, chat. And that message in this particular case is this match is about one thing. And this lightning bolt has but one purpose: to head upward to your dome. Maybe I'm supposed to just fetch blue there so I can Geist against them on 3. That's possible too. What if they're playing Badtron? Bolt's not even that good against Badtron. Brick on 3rd land and die. Oh, we hit a 3rd land. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Steam Vents? Is it Steam Vents? Probably Hollowed Fountain? Probably Hollowed Fountain. I got a bunch of white cards in my hand. Why am I casting this Geist before combat? So I can press my auto pass hotkey. That's why. Should have gotten Steam Vents with their green-white fetch, ain't that the truth? Should have gotten Steam Vents with the green-white fetch. Every fetch gets every dual land. That's how that works, right? I'm pretty sure I was told that's how that works. What is even happening? What is my life? What is our life? Oh, we get to shuffle their deck with Path. We get to shuffle their deck with Path. It's cool. It's cool. Hopefully we rip another land here. Oh, no. Oh no, not my Knight of the Reliquaries. My Knight of the Reliquaries really liked my graveyard. Alright. Maybe we should just have Death Shadow in our deck. Is that what should be happening? We should just have Death Shadow in our deck? Alright, well, I mean, I get to attack them down to 7 here. So, like, in the event that they brick, they don't have tower for their Ulamog. They definitely have tower for their Ulamog, right? There's no way they don't have tower for their Ulamog. 0% this is tower Ulamog. I guess they could have land O-Stone as well. A lot of things we can't beat here, chat. A lot of things we can't beat. Land Ugin, yep. Oh, they are playing a Badtron deck! Yeah, Badtron deck! Don't worm coil me, don't worm coil me, don't worm coil me, don't worm coil me, don't worm coil me. Don't worm coil me, Badtron deck! Don't worm coil me, Badtron deck! Don't do it! Have a heart! Just have bad cards in your hand, bad Tron deck! Please, bad Tron deck, just have bad cards in your hand. It is amazing how much happier my life gets every time someone like playing Tron lands and they play like some kind of garbage card. It's like, oh, you're not playing the real Tron deck. Got it. Even I, a filthy Tron player, think this is wrong. Because, like, if they were playing, like, Green Tron, we just, like, wouldn't have a chance, right? Walking Ballista. Okay. So they can block one and shoot another. So Bolt is lethal here. Path is lethal. Bant Charm is lethal. Geist of St. Traft is not lethal, chat. Geist of St. Traft is not lethal, chat. Hey! It's for the bits, Inferno. Thank you, Shankiro. They do have to block the Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, Ulamog no longer wins the game. Ulamog is no longer lethal. I'm playing this because it can draw us a card with Horizon Canopy in case they play a Worm Coil. If they have Eugene, they have Eugene. Eldrazi Temple. Sure. Are we done here yet? Oh, please tell me we're done here. This deck needs Gore Clan Rampager. Alright, up a game versus whatever this is our opponent's doing. Negate seems fine. Teague seems fine. Thrun is maybe fine. Stony Silence is probably fine. This is not a Helix matchup. This is not a Scavenging Ooze matchup. It's probably a Bolts Out matchup. I don't think I automatically have to cut Elspeth just because I brought in one Teague. I don't think that's how this works. What I'm doing is fine. Oh yeah, it might be a fine Thalia matchup. Okay, I could see bringing in Thalia, cut Elspeth then. Alright, yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that. That seems fine. Man, we're gonna play a 3-3 on turn 1. That's really unfair. I feel like our opponent won't be able to keep up with how unfair our deck is. Because we're gonna play a 3-3 on turn 1. Am I playing this or am I playing the Noble Hierarch? I'm probably actually playing the Noble Hierarch, aren't I? We could go in either direction there, because like if I play the Noble and the Wild and then go Noble, Noble on 2, I get to attack for 5, which is kind of appealing. It's kind of close. It's kind of a tilt. Just casually at 14 again. So they're gonna have Tron next turn. I think I just play this knight. So like hope they can't do anything too terrible to my anus. Please do not violate me in too terrible of a way. You can learn more about how the donation deck lists work at bit.ly/HugelSellout, all lowercase. What's happening here? What do we think? What do you think, opponent? What is occurring? You have some kind of Tron thing? This is probably getting Ulamog for the top of their deck, I assume. Yep. It's a pretty okay draw. Oh, I don't have a Ghost Quarter in my deck. We're just dead, right? Can't beat this Ulamog on turn 5. Like, I can obviously path it. Maybe they just have Stone Nothing after the Ulamog. I could Bant Charm this Conduit to Vroon and then attack them for 4. And then, like, I get to hit them for 4. And then I can Knight up a land for this Path to Exile. So I think I just do this and then pass the turn here. They'll Ulamog and like kill Cat plus Knight. Or maybe Knight plus Noble since I'm missing land drops. So I get to path this and then hope whatever my leftovers are can win the game. Yep, I'm killing my dorks, so I'm gonna go ahead and Knight this. No, Bluetron was never a meta deck in Modern. It's never been good. Okay, have your island. We get an untapped land, we get to play Thrun. Hit them to 11, hitting them to 8 next turn. So, like, if they're on the Stone Nothing plan, we have a chance here. I just play the decks people send us money to play. There's plenty of people that stream a bunch of humans, so I don't see any reason for me to do it specifically on here. I have a Treasure Mage here. Another Thought Knot. Okay. It's pretty good leftovers. It's pretty good leftovers. Knight. Stirring Wildwood. I guess I just pass here, right? You can block plus bolt to trade for a Thought Knot. Draw a card. And draw another brick. That's good for us. Wildwood's fine here. We'll block at some point. Actually, it gets to attack, right? I mean, I only scoop early when we're like very small percentage chance to win the game. Donation decks can be any format. They're largely just modern because modern is the most popular format in Magic. I actually have a couple of standard donation deck lists in the queue currently. I do have to fetch Shock in order to trade with this Thought.Seer, which kind of sucks. So, like, I'm going to take 7 here, but that's definitely worthwhile exchange for us. We have to draw 2 cards. So we'll grab a Steam Vents here. Because they know about this Lightning Bolt. This is not a surprise to them. So we're going to 6. Hopefully we hit, like, a Knight of the Reliquary here in our 2 draws. Okay, that's a good hit. Yeah, those are real good hits. Attack for 4 with Exalted. It says let them draw a card, which is a little scary, but like I'm gonna have to get through this Matter Reshaper at some point anyways. No whammy, 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 no whammy. They have multiple Ulamog's in their deck. They have multiple Ulamog's in their deck. Alright. Alright. I think the play to win line here, I don't know, it's close. Am I supposed to path the Thought-Knot-Seer or am I supposed to path the Ulamog? I guess pathing the Ulamog means I get to draw to Knights and Voices as like more redraws. So I think the play to win line is kill the Ulamog here. I think that's the optimal line. I get one more draw off of this, assuming we both draw bricks. We drew a Knight. Okay. This is going to be very quickly lethal. It's a good draw. Yeah, Breach is uploading now. Your turn, opponent. And we beat double Ulamog. Don't you dare play a third Ulamog. Yeah, buddy. Sweet. Alright, so they have to double chump here. I really hope they draw some meaningless counterspell. You're ready to draw some cards, chat. I like when their creature cantrips us. That's nice of them. Ooh, ooh, those are shiny. Those are shiny. Sir Teaglesworth, my Kithkin advisor. Your move, opponent. Sir Teaglesworth would advise against doing anything you'll regret. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, yo, beauty, doo, 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 doo. Running them down, chat, running them down. Everyone's having a great Thursday, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world, just hanging out, playing some Modern. The Blue Moon deck we played earlier today was not stellar, but the Zoo deck seems sweet. Looking out, these are donation deck lists, so viewers like you have sent in their dollar dues and their deck lists to see them played here on stream. If you want to learn more about how donation deck lists work, check out bit.ly/HugelSellout, all lowercase. We have an excellent Hearthstone hand here. Unfortunately, no lands means we have to mulligan it in Magic. I mean, like, this is a keep on 6, right? Like, it's kind of sad. We're going to play, like, this awkward control deck with our removal. Am I in the market for a Wild Nacatl? Yeah, probably, right? Let's, like, top that. We can fetch Stomping Ground and play a 3/3 on 2. It's kind of sad that we're less likely to hit a third land for a 3-drop on 3, but I think I like what we have going on here. Hey, MSI Mona with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. Subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. Do I want that Nacatl? Nah, I'm just gonna fetch actually. I'm just gonna get Breeding Pool. Yep. Yeah, the Green Shrine variants are the best by a significant margin. True. The Nacatl anyways. Good classic Moto Bug. Classic Moto Bug. Shuffle, have the same card on top. Land. I mean, it's kind of a land. It's not quite a mountain, but it gives our Nactyl 1/1. How can you shuffle away a card that was banned in Modern? It's so powerful, Hogland. What a tilt. There might be an argument for pathing my own thing there, actually. I'm just getting the forest out of my deck. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to path my my noble there. I can see there being a real argument for that. My poor Nacatl. How could this card have been banned? He's so innocent, unassuming. Path is probably dead. I mean, we don't know what they're playing. I think assuming the path is dead is kind of silly. Maybe they're playing Wormcoil Engines in their deck, and this path is great. Maybe they're playing Wormcoil Engines in their deck, and this path is great. Because at that point, I'm too slow. Like, I'm just playing into Cryptic Command at that point anyways, so pathing an Nactyl, I'd rather save it in case they have some kind of bomb in their deck that I need to path. If we were gonna path, we should have pathed the Noble Hierarch at this point. We're pretty committed. Yeah, they could have Kiki Jikis, they could have Pestermites, they could have, like, there's a ton of cards that this path might be on for, so, like... I agree that there was merit to possibly pathing the Noble Hierarch just because of the turn it was, but, like, by the time we'd missed with the Nactyl, I think that was too late to path. You just let it go. Wild Nacatl was banned because Wizards of the Coast isn't good at predicting how their formats are going to lay out. So, Wild Nacatl, like Stoneforge Mystic, like Bloodbraid Elf, like Bitter Blossom, like Ancestral Visions, it is a card that was banned because Wizards of the Coast thought it was oppressive in Extended or Standard, and then foolishly assumed that Modern would have power level parallels to those older, weaker formats, when in reality, Modern is a much higher power level format than those other formats where these cards were offensive and too powerful. So they preemptively banned a bunch of stuff that wasn't actually going to be too good because their format's different. And like that context matters. Karanos. All right, are we done here? It feels like we're done here. They're at 17 and they've played a Karanos. Paths are probably terrible if there's a Karanos in their main deck. Run sounds great. Negate sounds fine. Thalia's probably excellent. Helix is probably a little medium. Can Path Gyarados when it turns on. There's an idealistic person. Do I want Core Firewalker? It's just like an annoying card they can't kill. What do I think of this? Do I want this in my deck? Teague does stop Cryptic. Blocks Gyarados. Ain't that the truth? Technically correct facts. Blocks Gyarados. Double negate is not exciting here. I'm gonna top that because we're shuffling it away anyways. Can't fetch Hollowed Fountain with either of these fetch lands. Oh god. I think I'm assuming just a generic Blood Moon deck. I don't think I assume a combo with Kranos in the main. Kranos in the main feels like there's probably not a combo to me. Can't get Steam Vents here because that doesn't cast Voice of Resurgence. I guess I can get Breeding Pool. Yeah, that casts Voice. Wandering Fumarole? Are they just blue? Are they just blue whatever control? Like straight blue-red, like mid-range type stuff? With no moons? They have Wandering Fumarole on their Blood Moon deck. Breeding Pool plus Sacred Foundry is probably a little bit better. Yeah, it feels like... Yeah, Geist with double negate backup seems decent plus. So many people are so aggressively offended at the card choices in this deck list. It's like, there's no Noxodon Hierarchs. There's no Smiters. I actually don't care about this, right? Nah, I'm gonna negate this. I'm just gonna use my mana. Lets me play Goyf plus hold a negate next turn. Another Spell Snare. They have Spell Pierce in their deck against me? Why are there Spell Pierces in their deck? Why are there Spell Pierces in their deck? That's so strange. And negate this Cryptic Command and then attack for lethal. See, I should make called shots like this more often. I'm gonna negate your Cryptic Command and then attack you for lethal. Those are the called shots I need to make on stream, right? Just like not the they're gonna kill us. These are the called shots we want out of life. I think I'm happy with what we did. Let's click submit. I was expecting a disrupting shoal there. Oh. It's a pretty easy redraw, right? It's good. I think I just want to find an extra land for this Thrun, right? Like, put this Thrun into play and make them regret every life decision they've made up until this point. God, that's close. Am I just supposed to jam? Am I just supposed to jam the Geist? Yeah, I'm gonna jam the Geist. I'm gonna get Sacred Foundry and jam the Geist. Then, like, if they anger me, we get to untap and go Nactyl Core Firewalker. This is my thing. My thing is amazing. Your move, Yugi boy. God, they still have Remand in their deck against me? That's so good. Yeah, Firewalker plus Nactyl is better against... It's certainly better against Remand. Derp. So we're gonna get punished for not having fetched a... For not having fetched a blue source here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, chat. Attack him for 5 and play this Thrun. This is my Thrun. My Thrun is amazing. How low can I get myself this game? What do you think? So we're gonna go to 11. We're gonna go to 10. Cryptic this one. Can you cryptic this one, opponent? It's a legal target. You can target this with cryptic command. Oh, resolved. Weird. Weird. My Thrun has resolved. God, it's been a long time since I've... Ooh, the old Vulture Nactyl after it dealt damage to me. Well, they definitely have Cryptic Command in their hand, right? Just like 110% have a Cryptic Command. Just gonna beat them down with this Thrun. They have an Electrolyze here, too. Smells like Electrolyze, so we'll take 1 here. Yep. Going just like flailing about wildly. We haven't seen a combo out of the opponent yet. We could get comboed. They could still have a combo deck. I'm pretty sure they're not on Blue Moon because they have like all these non-basic lands, but they could still be on a combo. Was hoping they'd Mind Break Trap the Thrun. It's rude. Summary dismissal the Thrun. Hey, we haven't seen any Kiki parts. They could have Through the Breach. They could have Through the Breach in their deck. Blue-red modern legal cards. They know I have a Geist. I don't really care about any of these cards, right? I don't really care about any of these cards. Give them all 3 for the BM. I can give him Remand Bolt here, right? Just like try and cut him off lands. It's fine. Opponent took the 2 non-lands. Okay, so they had a land. Man. My Kithkin advisor, huh? He's a swell dude. So we're dead to Breach, Emrakul. I'm supposed to split these and then play Geist of Saint Draft. Because Teague just dies to the bolt that I gave them. We gave them a bolt, so Teague doesn't do anything because we gave them a bolt. Yeah, opponent took bolt remand off the Jace. There you go. Yep. I want to draw to negate here. Yep, draw to negate here. Yep. That probably isn't a ton of reason to play the Scavenging Ooze out there. Yeah, Magic's sweet. It's good. As someone who enjoys problem solving, I really enjoy playing Magic. It's like the games are little puzzles a lot of the time. At least that's why I play Magic, because I enjoy solving puzzles. Are you dead yet? You got 7 cards in hand. They've got Remand and then 6 cards we don't know. Gotta wait and see. Snapcaster Mage doesn't do it without an untapped blue source here. Another Cryptic Command buys them a turn. Anger of the Gods doesn't buy them a turn at this point because the Core Firewalker's protection from red. Through the Breach Emrakul kills us if that's what they're playing, but we haven't seen any combo cards out of them just yet. Since they burned the Bolt on the Scavenging Ooze, I can play the Teague next turn and potentially hold them off of things. This looks like a sick cube deck. That's basically what it is, Mrs. Pear. It's a really good cube deck. Alright, we've been sitting for 2 hours. Let's stand up. Ooh. Push the wrong button. Enjoy the ride, Twitch chat. I would love to gain a health. I don't know what the new silence is. What's the new silence? You're talking about failure to comply? Because that card was unimpressive for me. I stopped playing it. Alright, opponent, would you like to kill me? Oh, I got to declare attackers. That's good for us. Trigger? Are you dead now? Okay. So I guess they get to chump, thrun, trade here. No, they're still just dead, right? They targeted remand. So they can only block 2 of these. They have another Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Okay, they have another Snapcaster Mage. They get to trade, chump, go to 2. Okay, and I get to play another Grixis Saint Draft as a follow-up. Thrun just has like this big gaping smile on his face this entire time. Just like, he knows what he's doing. He knows he's doing bad things to nice blue mages. These are my hexproof creatures. They're fun and interactive, opponent. Alright, we're 2-0 with the sweet Bant Zoo deck. No donation deck list. Thanks for hanging out here tonight. I do appreciate it. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching, but you're spending part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer, and I stream Magic 4 to 5 days a week here on this channel. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoons. If you're enjoying what you see and you're new, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're really enjoying what you see and help me produce more of this content, the absolute best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch. It helps support myself financially directly so I can spend more time producing less content like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you could save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you could save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. They really do it all. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. Let's say you want to kick the tires on something like this, but you don't own all these cards. You can rent it from SpareDeck for a weekend or up to an entire month. Waiting for our third match to pop here in our competitive modern league. It's currently 2-0. Oh, and I mentioned this is a donation deck list. If you want to learn more about those to show myself a little bit more, bit.ly/Hoogle You can send in your deck ideas along with the entry, the cost of the league, and you can find out the details about how that works at that bit.ly link. Hopefully run some more people down. I like these aggressive decks with like Bolt's Pass, and it's got a Helix too, just like quality threats and reasonable removal. Gives you like a touch of interaction against decks that are faster than you, but like a reasonable clock against some of the more mid-range decks in the format. We're really bad at having keepable 7s today. There's no shill like a Hoogle shill, ain't that the truth? Get him in the market for another land tier. Shock this bad boy in. And play the wildest of Nacuddles here. Any meme decks today or tomorrow? Unsure. Alright, so do I want to bolt this and attack them for 3? I probably would rather hold the bolt for something that's a little bit of a bigger threat, right? Like, they're pretty likely on humans at this point. I'm going to play this and pass. So, I think the matches where you want graveyard hate with that deck, you're gonna be too slow in order to play Wheel of Sun and Moon. Like, wishing for Wheel and Sun and Moon doesn't happen. You don't play it till turn 3. And all of the decks you want graveyard hate against, that's just far too slow. That's basically what it comes down to. Like, the matches where you want that effect, you need it on 2, and even 2's too slow against Dredge some of the time. I wouldn't be surprised if our mana base does us in this matchup. Like, we probably need to fetch Shock again here. I'm just getting pretty far behind. on that front. Like if they have a Mantis Rider here, we're gonna eat it pretty hard. Yeah, it smells like a Mantis Rider. They'll crack us for 5. I think I'm gonna fetch a Hollowed Fountain and Bant Charm the Mantis Rider down. And then next turn we can go Voice plus Lightning Bolt. Doesn't seem unreasonable. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with modern staple Bant Charm, it can put a creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Don't complain about the nice things Wizard gives us. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. They're giving us something nice. Don't say stuff like that. Just be like, just smile and be like, thank you for the nice card, Wizards. We appreciate you. What's the saying? If you put $100 bills into booster backs, TCG players would complain about how you folded said $100 bills. It's like, if they put a crappy promo up for Nationals, people would complain the promo was bad. And like, they put a modern staple up for a promo, people are like, why'd you put a modern staple for a thing that's not modern? Derp, derp, derp. It's like, come on. Let's just appreciate the nice thing that we've been given. Can we just do that? Can you just let us have nice things, please? Please attack me with this Champion of the Parish. Please attack me with this Champion of the Parish. No, don't attack me with the Champion of the Parish. I take it back. It's scary. I can't. God, we are so dead, aren't we? We're so dead. Taking 5 here down to 6. Ugh. And again, like, how much damage did I do to myself this game? More than enough. More than enough. So, my opponent had only taken 1 point of damage from their mana, and we've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So, like, we'd be at 13 if we hadn't done damage to ourselves. Hey, Undivided Mind, brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I really appreciate that. I believe we just passed here and just hope they have Stone Nothing. Third Mantis Rider. Kessig Malcontents. Yep, we're dead. Splat. Alright. Grim Lavamancer and Seal of Fire are great. EE is great. Elspeth and Bant Charm are expensive and clunky. Sounds about right. Easy in, easy out. Well-built sideboard main deck. Whenever I'm playing a deck and like I'm thinking about matches, it's like, oh, sideboarding was really easy. It's like, oh, whoever built this deck really thought about the cards I wanted to bring in and the cards I wanted to take out. Which is nice. Playing well-built decks is nice. I would love to play first. Man, keepable 7s are just like not a thing today. One of our land cycles. I'm gonna keep this. Oh, bottom. Hopefully we draw a busted 3-drop here. Geist? Alright, I'll take that. Now here's a question. Is it worth dealing 2 extra damage to myself to deal 1 point of damage to them? Probably not. I made the choice to bottom the engineered explosives because I need ways to actually kill my opponent. We're not a bad control deck. We're an aggressive deck, so like we have control, we have some spot removal to help keep up in case our opponent's more aggressive than we are, but in general, we want ways to actually close the game out. They kept a one-lander with Vial. That's nice for us. Deck for 3 here. Play this Tarmogoyf. I'm actually going to play the Tarmogoyf leaving Stomping Ground up so I can cast this Lightning Bolt if we need to. I haven't played with the Humans deck enough to have a good opinion on that. I think the people that made that change have played with the deck a lot and are very sharp individuals, so they probably made that change for a reason. Oh, you know what? Am I supposed to kill that? I'm probably supposed to kill that, right? I shouldn't have let them untap. Whatever. So, and again, this fetching, none of the sequencing is optimal. I'm cracking this fetch now, though, because I just want to auto pass. Just get that sweet, sweet auto pass value. And draw step, kite sail me. Nope. All right. All right. Well, I get to attack pretty quickly here. Stirring Wildwood's going to be an additional clock. I could take or leave this. Like, they're giving us an elemental here, which means it's going to be like a 4/4 when we attack next turn, so that's okay for us. I think I want to just play this Wildwood out and start attacking with it. I could play the Horizon Canopy and cycle it, but I think I'd rather just like get more pressure into play. Reflector Mage is going to suck. They can Reflector Mage the elemental here. Yep. Makes sense why they read the voice in combat then. One thing that I will comment on this deck is that, like, after playing a bunch of, like, Death Shadow recently and, like, green-black stuff, like, this deck's a really bad Tarmogoyf deck. Like, as far as like, Tarmogoyf decks are concerned, like, this deck is not good at making Tarmogoyf a threatening creature. I mean, like, a 3/4 for 2 is, like, fine, right? Like, no one's excited about it, but, like, it's not bad. It's just, like, it's not, like, a really good Tarmogoyf where you're playing, like, 5/6s and 6/7s for 2. Like, those are really good Tarmogoyfs. This deck plays Goyf because without it, you can't beat Goyf. That's fair. That's fair. Can we build Death Shadow Collected Company Zoo? Just like, these are all the messed up things that you can do. That's a great draw. Honestly, Burgle, it's probably better than like the Bant Charms and the Elspeths. Hopefully this path gets to get them a little bit inside of combat here. Mirian Crusader. It's gross. I'm glad I drew this path. Mirian Crusader is good against our creatures, but it's not good against our removal spells, which is nice. Death Shadow plus Horizon Canopy. Need to have a brew session. Yeah, more helixes make sense. More helixes would make a matchup like this much better, right? Because, like, that card's just nuts in aggressive mirrors. This Stirring Wildwood's been good. It's definitely the reason we won that game. You had 10 out of 10 make Abzan Shadow. It sounds like something I wanna like, just for the sake of science, we should probably do it at some point. This hand's great. I can tell you, I sit down and have a conversation about my friend Grim Lavamancer opponent. Let's have a little sit down about my friend Grim Lavamancer and its position in this matchup. Any more fish? Yeah, but it wasn't a collected company deck. It was like a Death Shadow Lingering Souls deck. Kite Sail Freebooter. That one doesn't really matter, right? Just get to gobble that up. Man, this Grim Lavamancer is going to take over the game, isn't it? We get to go fetch probably a Sacred Foundry, and then, like, Lava Man down the Kite Sail, or just bolt it. Yeah, so I'm going to grab a Sacred Foundry here. Actually, yeah, I'm going to grab Sacred Foundry, but I think I'm actually... this is close. I want to use the Lava Man every turn. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to keep their board clear here. Like, there's merit to, like, playing the Noble Hierarch out, but I think I'm just supposed to keep all this clean. I just want to do that. Just, like, be a bad control deck here. Opponent missed a land drop. It's good for us. To go ahead and get frisky with my Grim Lavamancer. Probably name Path to Exile here. I don't really want to path them anyways. Man, I'll tell you about my friend Tarmogoyf. Why isn't Cocoing into Death Shadow good? Oh, I should have waited, right? Now they could trade one of these for this, but I think that's okay with me, right? Like, I have two more. I could have, like, bolted and then done another one there. If this is a Miriam Crusader, I don't really care about that one. Alright, so I get to bolt this, Lavamancer this, path this. Yeah! Yeah! Attack with my things. Look at my 2/3. Whoa! Oh! I could have made my Tarmogoyfs. I could have made my Tarmogoyfs larger. We got too excited. I hit my auto pass hotkey. Why didn't you crack your fetch land, Hogland? Because I missed it. Doesn't matter. Won the match anyways. 3-0. Grim Lavamancer. He the real MVP. He the real MVP. All right, moving on up. Do. This is the last league? No, I think I'm gonna do another one actually. I think I can run a little bit late tonight. Ended early the rest of the week. I think I might run a third one after this. What a turn. What a turn indeed. Turns out since 2011, we've just been making our decks worse. No, we dropped games in the last 2 matches. We did drop games. We 2-1 the last 2. That's why it was banned. Wild Neconnell is so oppressive. We just didn't know it. The Breach deck was really bad. Super disappointing. Like, it filled my expectations to a T. It is live on YouTube if you don't believe me and want to see it firsthand. D. This is a keepable 7? I'm so confused. It's like, it's got 4 lands. This can't possibly be a mulligan, right? This can't possibly be a mulligan. We've been doing pretty well mulliganing. I think this might be a mulligan. It's just slow, right? We've got 8 good 1-drops. I don't know. Okay, it's Knight of St. Traft's deck. I'm gonna mulligan. That can be the deciding. Yeah, this hand is much better. Remember, chat, you don't have to mulligan, you get to mulligan. I think, like, pathing your opponent early in your aggressive deck is just, like, the description of misery. Beep, beep, here's my 3-3. Mulligan is power 9, it's OP. We are 3-0 currently. We beat 5-color humans and we beat some brews. We're gonna call them brews instead of bad decks. Here we go again. Here we go again. Should have known again. MTG bot's actually off there. We're 3-0? Yeah, we are 3-0. It's like sometimes I lose track, but we are 3-0. Elspeth's been mediocre. It's not been impressive. Holy crap! They finally fixed default header, default footer text. 8 months later. Look at that. Thanks for the refund, Magic Online. I appreciate you. Thanks for sending me my $1 dues back after you bugged. Check my email and see which comp request that was for. Yay! Play points! No idea. I haven't been playing Standard at all. I've been denied comp one time. Getting allies in a could work. I'm playing a deck at F&M and don't own any. I'd probably just slot more aggressive stuff in here, like play 2 more helixes or something along those lines. Maybe another threat. You play more scavenging ooze. Okay, sweet. So now I'm gonna go Wild Neconnell into Stomping Ground for Noble Hierarch, attack for 4. And then next turn, we can play Geist of St. Trash or play Voice plus hold up Path. Hopefully they don't untap and kill us. We could realistically die here on their turn 3. They could go Storm Creature like combo, but you know, that happens. I hope they just ban an actual Tron land. That would be nice. They don't seem to actually do bannings where they ban the actual problem, but am I dead? Am I dead? All right, while my opponent masturbates vigorously, it sounds like Declan's awake. I'll be right back. Did we die, chat? Are we dead? Yeah, look at that. Perfect timing. But remember, Stoneforge Mystic is too good for Modern. I would just like chat to remember that Stoneforge Mystic is too powerful for Modern. Just in case anyone is wondering, things that are too good for Modern, Stoneforge Mystic certainly on the list of things that are too good. But Jeff, when they untap with their Stoneforge Mystic, they get a Banner Skull. Jeff. Do you know it has Vigilance and Lifelink? Oh! Splinter Twin, too good for Modern. But what just happened there, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to pretend that doesn't exist. You want some monkey snacks?
No, I pet.
You want pretzels? Do you have a bowl down here?
Bowl up.
Yeah, I think the bowls are up, actually. Oh, there's a bowl right there.
Oh.
Right here.
Yeah, my bowl.
There you go. There's the bowl.
My back.
Have you played Decathlon? That card's been banned. No, okay, so this is what a lot of people don't seem to understand is that there's a big difference between Modern's current banned list that's not ideal and no ban list Modern. No ban list Modern sounds worse than playing Legacy or Vintage in terms of like fucked up power level. Because like there are things that are very clearly design mistakes that are in Modern legal sets. You don't want Skull Clamps, you don't want Chrome Mox, you probably don't want Glimpse, you probably don't want Rite of Flame. Like like the things that are really broken, they're much better than the things that are legal now but need to be changed. What do you need? I don't know what Jew means. You want juice?
Yeah.
Juice? We need juice? Dad just went upstairs, but he can go back up and get you juice. Where's your cup?
A cup. I back up.
No, you wait here, Declan. Jacob. Man, look at that, we get to go first. That's so unfair. Alright, yep. This is our thing. Let's do it. Turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Goyf Cage. This is what we got. I think Treasure Cruise would be a fine card for Modern. I would much rather my opponent delved their graveyard and drew 3 cards rather than delved their graveyard and played a 5/5 that killed me very quickly. My opponent drawing more cards leads to long interactive games of Magic. My opponent playing a 5/5 that I can't Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt leads to me dying very quickly in a short, brutal game of Magic the Gathering. I think I like just being aggressive rather than playing cards like Spell Queller. I think I like how aggressive this deck is. Like, our 3s are like Knights and Geist has been aces. Maybe you could change Knight, but it's a pretty good beater. I think Wizards of the Coast is aware that there are cards they can safely unban, and that's why, like, they said they're not going to have bans before the PT are unbanned, and we're going to see changes afterwards. Alright, I think I'm going to attack them for 1 here. Ooh, I have a Thalia. Alright, since I drew Thalia, I'm actually going to go Cage Thalia. I'm not sure offhand, Noob Shota. You need to ping me again. If you've messaged me mid-stream today, too, I don't check messages while I'm streaming. We'll talk about changes I would make at the end of the stream here today, I think. That's always what we do. We play the league through, and then we pull the deck list up and go, these are things we like, these are things we didn't like, these are things I do differently in the future. See, I actually think Dig Through Time's a much better Magic card than Treasure Cruise, and if people would have had both of them in the format longer, people would have played less Treasure Cruise and more Dig Through Time. So I actually think making Dig legal but leaving Treasure Cruise banned is kind of silly, because I think Treasure Cruise is a much worse Magic card than Dig. Just... to play a 3/4 Tarmogoyf, this is so unfair. Grab a Stomping Ground here, so we have a mountain for future Wild Nacatls. The people that talk about Treasure Cruise being splashed into every deck so it being busted, did you know when Treasure Cruise was really popular, it was barely as popular as Lightning Bolt is now? Should we ban Lightning Bolt because it's splashable into everything and powerful? Should we ban Path to Exile and Thoughtseize because they're powerful cards that you can splash into decks? At one point we splashed Tarmogoyf into everything. Like, I get it. Good cards that only have 1 mana cost see play in other decks. Like, that's a thing that happens in Modern. Modern's a high-powered level format, so the good cards see more play than the bad cards. We do get to attack 6 damage, sir. 4/5 Tarmogoyf. Treasure Cruise is better than Ancestral Visions. Ancestral Visions is kind of an anemic card, and Treasure Cruise is a good Magic card. But again, I don't think it's the big deal a lot of people make it out to be, especially when compared to Dig Through Time. And I think they're both probably fine. There's like, and the real reason why I would like to see cards like Stoneforge Mystic and like Treasure Cruise and Dig legal is Stoneforge Mystic, Treasure Cruise, and Dig. None of those cards get slotted into Grixis Death Shadow, which is currently one of the best cards, right? Like, they already play Delve cards, and they can't play a Life Leaking Vigilance Batterskull. You make a bunch of goblins here. It smells like goblins. Ritual, Splice Ritual, yep. This is up to 6 mana. The next ritual takes them to 7 mana. If they have Grape Shot plus Empty, we're going to be in trouble here, because I'll get to Grape Shot down my board and then flood with goblins. If they just have Empty, we might be okay. 40 plus matches of Magic a week. Lots and lots of Magic the Gathering. Top 8'd a bunch of classics during that time. That was part of the time when I was playing I was playing all the modern classics until the Legacy Open. Double Grape Shot kills us here. Grape Shot Remand doesn't work. They don't have blue mana. Hey, why are we screaming? I cast a lot of Dig Through Time in Modern while it was legal. Card was very good. Very, very good. God, double Grape Shot is exactly lethal here. Oh, are they Grape Shotting down my creatures? That's good for us. They're just blowing their load to take my clock off the table. Please have nothing else and empty. I think that's lights out. I didn't bring in engineered explosives. Like, we don't have any card selections. Like, the chances of drawing engineered explosives is really low. Believe we are dead now. No, I mean, we're taking 9 here, right? We need them to not be able to kill. If we wouldn't have killed the Tarmogoyf, we'd be taking 8 and going to 3, and then we could maybe draw creatures to get out of this, but the fact that they had the Grape Shot 2 to kill the Tarmogoyf means that we're just not going to have enough here. Oh, magic. All right, we're 3-1. I need to run change your diaper really quick again. I'll be right back. Hey, be nice to your brother, please. Change pants. Nope, still nothing. Nice to your brother. Yeah, it's in time. If there was an Olympic event for changing diapers, I would be at the top of it. On the ball. Love to play first. Man, look how unfair our deck is. It's the most unfair. What's worse, Tron or Storm? You know what? Why do we even gotta pick? Why can't I just say they both suck and I shouldn't have to play against either of them? If you read my articles I write for gatheringmagic.com, I write articles every week for them. 2 or 3 weeks ago I talked about things I would change in the modern ban list. Feel free to take a peek at that. The people that get me is that Splinter Twin was much less obnoxious than Storm is now. That's the thing that gets me. All right, we have 2 threats here at least, so we got that going for us. Yes, Splinter Twin was much harder to interact with than Storm. Did you not see the games where, like, Splinter Twin never untapped on their 3rd turn and killed me with no creature? Like, played their creature and then killed me that same turn. My spot removal, always good at stopping Twins combo. My spot removal against Storm stops being good after a certain period of time. I'm just gonna attack them here. We have to actually kill them. So I think I'm actually just going to eat some of these cards out of their discard pile here, so that way they can't play a delve creature with them. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Gabriel. I concur that that's a great assessment. They police the formats, but in different ways. I mean, they literally interacted with your land. Like, what's the definition of interactive, right? Like, you're complaining they interacted with my land, so they're not interactive? Like, where are we at here? Like, I get it, you could be unhappy with it, but like, you're saying they weren't interactive because they interacted with you. In my opinion, Splinter Twin kind of sets the basis for what's a fair and reasonable combo deck. I think combo decks need to exist in formats like Modern to keep them interesting and fresh. Like, I think combo decks existing in non-rotating formats is good for those non-rotating formats. But I also think, like, Storm is so difficult to interact with that it's not a good example of something that's good or something I'm interested in really having in the format. Those are 5/5s. Okay, so what am I doing here? I can attack with this Scavenging Ooze and then kill them if they don't block. Okay. And if they do block, they trade. Gatheringmagic.com is where my articles get posted. Do I want to eat anything else here? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to trade. Oh, I'm so terrible. RQR Master X85 at 24-month resubscription. Sorry, my afternoon's kind of crappy. Diapers first. Thank you very much for the continued support. Welcome to the Blood Sub Club. I appreciate it. It's a long time. Welcome to everyone that's hanging out here today. We're wrapping up our league here with the 4-color Zoo deck, and then we're going to play some other modern deck after this, I think. Need to pop open the donation queue and see what we got. Or maybe we'll play something I want to play. Maybe we'll play some Jeskai Ascendancy. I kind of like the Jeskai Ascendancy deck. I think them going to 3 and Teamer Battle Raging is pretty unlikely. Hey, Young Dingo. Hey, Jeff, changed my Twitch name, no longer Uber Mikey. Still on the journey to become smarter and thinner. Cheers to 3 months. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes the subs come is like, I haven't seen that name before, but you've been here a while, apparently. Welcome back, bud. Man, watch him have Street Wraith Battle Rage, and whoever was like, leave up the bolt is gonna be right. They Snapcaster Thoughtseizing me? Do they know my last card is Bolt? I feel like they know my last card is Bolt. Okay. It's really unfortunate that I didn't leave the red up now, because this line is not available to them otherwise. Hopefully we draw Bolt or Helix here. I didn't want to take 1 point of damage to cast the Knight to have the option to leave Bolt up. Which might have been wrong. Gonna die to a massive Battle Rage this next turn. I didn't recommend banning Blood Moon and Bridge because people were already gonna cry about what I suggested banning. I didn't want to suggest a bunch of things at once. You want more pretzels? I mean, they don't have Battle Rage, we're okay. If they do have Battle Rage, we're very dead. Yeah, read the comments, and you'll understand why I didn't suggest banning more. I guess I could have cycled this Canopy to try and kill them, right? I could have cycled this Canopy. We were supposed to start by doing that. I don't think Chalice is that good in Modern. I think Chalice is fine. No, I suggested Simian Spirit Guide, which is actually the problem card in Gorya's Vengeance. What are we doing, opponent? Or deep in the tank, or their cat spilled their drink. One of the two. We're opting, okay? the bans make the format more fair. I suggested unbanning Birthing Pod and Splinter Twin and giving Scape Shift dig through time. The format would be fine. It would not be super fair. It would be more fair than it is now, but that's a low bar. Modern is not a very fair format currently. It's a very low bar. Very low bar. Alright, I think I'm just growing this knight, right? I think we're just growing this knight. Really hope we draw a... Nope, not that. Wasn't hoping to draw that. I just hold this to bluff? Yeah, probably. This only attacks as a 9/9. So I can't attack. Shame this wasn't a fetch land. Yeah, Stirring Wildwood wasn't lethal once they played through their Snapcaster Mage though, so I think pushing it is fine. Or just growing my knight a little bit more. Alright. So this person got banned because they claimed to be able to tell the future. The format would be horribly boring with the suggested bans and unbanned. I don't know if it would be boring. I don't know if it would be great. What I do know is that I would like it to be more mid-rangey, so that's what the suggestions attempt to do. That might make it better, that might make it not better, but the actual answer is, we don't know. That's the actual answer. We don't know. They're almost certainly not 100% correct, but to get things right, you need to iterate, right? Like, in order to make things better, you need to like slowly make progressions and like look at what's going on. All right, well, I get to put them under the abyss with this knight now, right? I'm gonna grab the Stirring Wildwood for an extra blocker. Hey, Wannabe Beetle. 3-month free subscription. Thanks a lot. Welcome back, bud. I do appreciate it. It's a good draw. Good draw. It's a good draw. Alright, your move, Yugi boy. Your move. Goal. Don't die to this Death Shadow this turn. Don't die to this Death Shadow this turn. Don't die to this Death Shadow this turn. That's the goal. Goal is don't die to the Death Shadow. This is your home, yep.
I stay home. I stay home.
So I think I want to block here. Block here. Block here, block here. This way. So if they cycle Street Wraith, this becomes a 12. And then if they cycle Street Wraith, Battle Rage, it becomes a 12. And then they hit me for 24 effectively. I'm going to... Okay, so I need to block with this too, right? Because this way, if they have Street Wraith plus Teamer Battle Rage, I take 24, and I'm at 14, 15, 16, 23, 25. All right, so blocks like that. We're not dead to Street Wraith Battle Rage this way. We are dead to Street Wraith Battle Rage removal spell, though. We are dead to Street Wraith Battle Rage removal spell. No way around that one. jeffhoagland.com/gaming. I dislike Tron because Tron being in the format pushes a lot of otherwise interesting interactive decks out of the format. I can make Knight 1 larger without costing me health. I can make it 2 larger by paying a point of health. Are we done here? I should have attacked with voice last turn. I wouldn't have had a 7/7. They'd have just chump blocked with a Snapcaster Mage. They'd be down a Snapcaster Mage. Because killing their Snapcaster doesn't do anything. That's why I didn't attack with the voice. God, if they have Battle Rage too, I'm gonna be so fucking tilted here. What the slowest of fucking rolls? There's no canopy in our deck. We already used it. If we had a Ghost Quarter, we could survive too. We don't play a Ghost Quarter. Should we have blocked with Geist? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm supposed to have blocked with Geist. Sackland is neutral. Doesn't matter. We're exactly dead. I guess the argument being that we would have killed them with voice tokens on the backswing. Yeah, we're supposed to block with Geist because we killed them with voice tokens. Would have killed them with voice tokens. Yeah, I could have blocked differently, I guess. I also held this for a turn, and maybe I shouldn't have held that. Like... So... Definitely could have played that a little bit better. Just kind of sucks that opponent had to have, like, all 3 things to get us there. It's pretty bad. The blue removal's pretty bad. Did someone say Blood Moon hates on Tron? Who said Blood Moon hates on Tron? I'm gonna ban them if they're not a sub. Yeah, I missed that one. Get him. Get him. Yeah, you have to pay a health to fetch. Yeah, I guess I was so focused on the Geist winning the game for us that I didn't reconsider that because they were attacking, they had to block the voices, so I should have blocked with the Geist to give us the 1 extra point, because then we could have played around push plus Teamer Battle Rage plus Street Wraith. But remember, Grixis Death Shadow is the best fair deck in Modern. Attacking and then making your 1 mana 12/12 double strike and trample, that's a fair line of play. Oh, Magic the Gathering players. I hate Wizards' approach of like banning the surrounding pieces. Don't ban Karn. There's going to be another Karn in the future that's like a card that's as powerful as Karn. The actual problem is the lands. The lands are the problem. It's like Storm. Every time Storm gets too good, they ban Ponder, or they ban Seething Song, or they ban Right in Flame. Ban Grape Shot. Ban the actual problem with the deck. And if you don't think the deck's a problem, don't ban anything from it. But like, don't ban Ponder because you think Storm is too consistent, right? Just like, if Storm is a problem, ban the Storm card. Don't ban Ponder. All right, let's hop back on in here. The Storm mechanic isn't the problem, right? Just because someone built a worse version of Tron doesn't mean the Tron lands aren't obnoxious. Like, I get it, Eldrazi Tron's a bad Tron deck. I could use Grape Shot in a deck that's really bad too. It wouldn't make Storm less good. Maybe our opponent will slow roll enough this game that they'll time out. This probably wants to be Hollowed Fountain, right? I have all my colors here. Play my voice, get my auto pass value in here. OP is probably ghosting and didn't see the winning line until you told them. Ain't that the truth? One of the toughest reasons these aggro decks have such a hard time with Death Shadow is that, like, it's tough to actually just pressure their health total because of what you saw last game, right? Like, we were pressuring our opponent, and it resulted in them having a large Death Shadow, and then the board stalled, and then they killed us with Teamer Battle Rage. Yeah, the children get rowdy about 5 o'clock. Christy's supposed to be home soon. And I think I'm playing this because it's bigger. It's not very large, but it's bigger, I guess. Well, 1-mana Delve Thread here. I think Blood Moon's an obnoxious card that creates non-games of Magic. In a competitive format, you want to encourage as many interactive and interesting games of Magic as possible, so I think Blood Moon's a crap card. There's a reason why they don't print cards like Blood Moon anymore. It's because they're not good design. It was okay. Vault Scourge is definitely the weak link. Everything else in the deck seemed fine. We have another donation to play it again, so we'll probably do that at some point soon. I mean, I definitely could have played a little bit differently to win the last game. Like I said, I didn't say this matchup is bad. I said that's why it's difficult to play against. Blood Moon doesn't. I hate the keeps things honest answer. Nobody looks at their modern deck and goes, you know what? I'm gonna play a bunch of extra basics in here to be better against Blood Moon. You know what they say to themselves? They look at their modern deck and they go, I'm gonna lose if my opponent draws Blood Moon. The decks Blood Moon keeps in check aren't even good in Modern. It's just another card that hoses interesting interactive decks. That's what it does. It hoses interesting interactive decks. Every deck in Modern that isn't playing all basic mountains has a non-zero number of draws that auto lose to Blood Moon. Mom's gonna go upstairs with you, okay?
You wanna go upstairs?
Alright. Apparently, my opponent wasn't taking Magic Online was locked up, so let's
Hey Jake, you wanna go up? Come with mommy. Let's go up. Come on. It'll be fun. I up. Yes, you may go up too, darling. Yes. Up. Let's go up. Come on. This one. This is a bag. Yeah.
all right. That's what we call peace and quiet on the home side. All right. So the last two cards were like Team or Battle Rage, Stubborn Denial, and we're dead. Okay. If I just do this, I'm just gonna do this. After the last two cards are Team or Battle, we can't beat Team or Battle Rage, Stubborn Denial. So kill me. Can't beat it, don't play around it. We could have played around it last time if I'd have thought through my lines more, but I actually just don't have any way to play around it here, so hopefully they don't have it. I mean, literally no one suggested that. Literally no one has suggested that. There's not, like... There's a balance, right? There's a difference between a combo deck like Scape Shift that combos you on turn... I don't know, say turn 12, or turn, 4, 5, 6, and a deck like Storm that kills you on turn 3. Like, there's... Yay, they didn't have all the things. We did it, chat. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! I don't think I want to change anything here. These Band Charms might be too slow. I think these Band Charms might be bad in general. I think this would be one of my... The Band Charms have been pretty unimpressive. That's one of the changes we're going to talk about. So this is the last match in this league. We'll take a look at the deck afterwards before we load up the next one and talk about changes I'd make to it. Use your words or get banned. It seems fine. It's got a Path, it's got a Nactyl, it's got a Thalia. It's a pretty strong curve, right? I really don't want to play Cheerios again in Onyx. The deck wasn't very good. I was thinking about playing Jeskai Ascendancy. No, we played Blue-Red Breach before this, so... You want to check out the Blue-Red Breach League? It's up on YouTube now.
I want to play a card game. A card game. I want to play a card game.
One of his Power Ranger games on his tablet's a card game.
Yeah, his tablet's only at 15 because that charge.
Voice is a good draw here. You're not wrong, Anoronics. I just don't think the Cobra Sahili deck is any better or worse than anything else, and God, 12%, that's so high. That's so high. A lot of these decks just like aren't quite linear enough or aren't quite interactive enough to be like worth playing.
Not having.
I don't care. Some of these are playable.
So take him out. He doesn't need all of them. That's why I grabbed a big stack. He needs like a handful. 7 tops.
Alright, got pushed off a cliff. It's another good draw there. It's our third land. And the Blue-Red Breach deck was something. I think you probably do both. You'd probably manage the format with both. Like 2 threats this turn, it's gonna be a little scary. Snapcaster Thoughtseize me. Okay, I have Knight and Geist of St. Draft here, so that's not the complete worst. Inquisition, sure, that makes sense. I guess there's a chance they take the Path to Exile here, depending on what their hand is. Death Shadow generally plays somewhere between 0 and 2 bolts at most. A lot of them play 0 though. Really, we took Knight. Okay, that's interesting. So we're not afraid of my... I guess Snap gets in the way of the Geist. They trade here, then they don't trade with my Geist. Good for us. Oh, that... Oh, God, I just fetched the wrong land. That's gonna lose us the game. Gonna lose us the game. This land is blue and white. This does not make white or blue mana. Need to slow down. Yep, need to Snap Thoughtseize me. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. Well. Man, we'd have 100% killed them, right? Because if we'd have played the Geist last turn, we'd have been able to go like for you with Geist, untap, for like they trade with the Snapcaster Mage, and then we'd for them with this next Geist next turn. And mistakes and it directly lose me the game. Yeah, they'd be dead. Maybe we'll get really lucky and rip a Lightning Bolt here. Or they don't have a Death Shadow or an Angler. Actually, we really need to dodge Death Shadow. No blocks. We have a Delve threat. Okay. And a Death Shadow. I guess if they have nothing, they're dead. They have nothing, we might be able to kill them here. They have Battle Rage or Removal, we're dead though. Yeah, fetching the wrong land lost us this game. Because we drew the other guy straight after. So, if I get to chump this with this, we're not dead, but pretty likely that we're dead. And again, I cracked the fetch land for the wrong thing on turn 3 there. I guess I get to chump block with the Geist, and then they just have Battle Rage, so it doesn't matter. Yep, I messed up the first and third game there. We fetched wrong and then blocked wrong in the other one. It's unfortunate. Thoughts on the deck. The core of this deck is really sweet. It's got a good got good touch of interactive spells for decks that are a little bit faster than it. And it's got good aggressive curve for decks that are a little bit slower. Things I didn't like about the deck. Bant Charm and Elspeth were just like really bad. These cards were not exciting. I wish my curve was just lower. It's possible these could even be Chixa with a $20 donation. Thank you very much. Where's my thing at? Play some Ascendancy gifts. This deck is weird. Sorry, let's focus on this and I'll look at that donation deck in a second. Thank you for the donation. I think I would just play some more. Like Helix is pretty good. Just like more removal, more reach. I don't know that I'd play Collected Company in this deck, but I definitely like, yeah, maybe a couple Reflector Mage could be sweet. Yeah, like actually that sounds kind of neat. Like I don't think you want more than like 10 3-drops, but like 2 Reflector Mage and 2 Helix seem like they would be okay to play here. Grim Lavamancer was just aces. The card was very good. Value was reasonable. A lot of the sideboard seemed like it was fine. It's just like a lot of like smattering of like reasonable one-ofs in the board, basically. We never actually resolved Elspeth in this league. We boarded them out a lot because they were kind of clunky and slow. Boros Charm is interesting. I like that idea. That could be a cute fun of. Bant Charm doesn't attack. Bant Charm doesn't attack, and it's 3 mana. It's like impossible to hold up. Like there's nothing else in our deck that's instant speed. I think if you want some kind of counterspell in this deck, you'd be better off playing Spell Queller. I think the idea of Reflector Mage sounds reasonable. So if I was going to run this back, I think it would be like two Reflector Mage, 2 Helix in these slots. The rest of the deck seemed pretty fine. I don't know, the one I have Scavenging Ooze is kind of random. I don't know that this provides enough utility to be good, but the core of the deck seems reasonable. Storm just did Storm things and killed us. Adding more Helixes makes us marginally better against Storm. And that last match against Grixis Shadow, I could have played around things a little bit better in the first game, and I fetched the wrong land on that turn 3 in the third game to put us a turn behind to not be able to kill them before they got a 12-12 and killed us. So, yeah. All right, what do I want to do? I'm going to do for the last league of the day.